Good afternoon. Hey everybody, how you doing? It is 3:04 p.m. on a Wednesday, and it is the 1st of February. Um, I'm sorry I have not been on lately, and I wanted to let you all know why. Um, I know I've been gone quite a while, and it's because I have been dealing with, well, it started Thursday. It started Thursday night. I went through my day Thursday, and everything during the day seemed okay that I remember. Everything seemed all right. I was having a little bit of pain, but not much, and I thought nothing of it because um, I get pain from arthritis and whatnot. Well, Thursday night, I could hardly move. And I'm not just talking about, like, because of my arthritis. I'm talking, I could hardly even move my head. My head. Um, Sorry guys, um, I could hardly move my head, uh, and it hurt. And I thought, well, at first I didn't think anything of it because I get stiff sometimes if I lay wrong or in a certain spot all night long. Well, um, that night I was trying to get ready to go to sleep, and every time I moved, I would scream. I mean, scream. I'm not talking about ow or ah or, you know, I'm talking about not just yelling, screaming bloody murder at the top of my lungs in pain, and had no idea why. So I thought, let me take my medication, and sorry, guys, they have me on painkillers and stuff. So I'm sorry if I yawn. I don't mean to. Um, so I said, well, I thought, well, let me take my medication and just try to sleep. So I took my medication, woke up the next day, and my neck was just as bad. I could hardly move my head at all. I mean, at all by the next day. I was looking at things, but I'd had to look at my corner of my eye so that I didn't turn my head because I started screaming again. Um, so every single time I moved from that on, the next couple of days on, I would be screaming in pain. I mean, literally, like I said, at the top of my lungs, screaming in pain. And my family knows that, yes, they know I have arthritis, and they know that I don't usually scream like that, even when I've had arthritis. I've never screamed like that. So I kept telling, I said, something's not right. Something's just not right. Well, as the days went on, the pain wouldn't go away. If anything, it was getting worse. Well, they were like, well, let's just, give it a few more days, and if you can get to Monday, we'll go straight to the hospital. Well, I couldn't. I could, by this weekend that just passed, by Saturday, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it. I couldn't tolerate it. I was still screaming in pain. I was still hurting. But it's weird because that Thursday night, it started in my back. It, it radiated up and down my back. And that's something that doesn't usually happen either, as that much, not like to this extent. So I thought, I just couldn't take it. I and then um, I was noticing that as before I got to the point where I just couldn't tolerate it, the pain was going from my back up into my neck, and so I was by Saturday I was like, I can't take this, I can't do this, I can't take this, it's too much. I tried my regular painkillers I've had for years. They didn't touch it. I tried extra strength Tylenol because I've got that. That didn't touch it. I tried a heating pad. That didn't touch it, but for maybe 5 minutes of that. I tried when I would take my baths and stuff. I tried the hot water. That didn't do anything. Um, I even tried icy hot. Now, tip here, okay? For when you're in that much pain in those areas, do, do not, do not, do not use icy hot because I tried it and the pain just got like 10 times worse. So, whatever you do, if you get pain in that area and it's not going away, don't, and you could feel that it's getting worse, don't ever use icy hot in those areas because it doesn't work. Anyway, I was trying everything under the sun. I tried everything to get this pain to either settle down or to go away, and I couldn't do it. So by Saturday, I was telling my mom, I said, I'm real sorry, but I need you to take me to the ER. I've tried every single thing I have, every medication I have, every idea of it. I tried a heating pad, I tried icy hot. Nothing is working, and I can't tolerate this anymore. So she said, okay. She said she's with a friend right now, but that they'll go back home. She'll grab some clothes in case I have to stay, and that she'll come on over. So I said, okay. So we get to the she comes over, we get to the ER, and they get me in right away. Right away. It must have been that because I was having neck pain and I could barely move my head. I think that's what made them get me back so fast. Um, so I got back there. They took my temp and, of course, all my vitals before they ever took me to a treatment room, of course. And then they and then where they said, okay, well, because she's in so much pain, the doctor on call today wants her to be able to get summer leave while we figure out what's going on. And so she said, I'm going to have to put an IV in. And I can't stand IVs. I can't stand them. They never work. And I thought, here we go. It's not going to work. It's, she's going to sit there forever just trying to find a vein. And I'm in a lot of, I'm hurting. Well, lo and behold, she got it the very first try, which never, ever happens. Never happens. And I think it was because, and I didn't fuss or anything, because I think I didn't care. I was already in tremendous pain. So the pain of putting an IV in didn't even bother me. And I think that's how I was able, plus I couldn't move anyway. I was hurting so much you couldn't move. So they were able to put the IV in because I wasn't going to flinch. I wasn't going to move. It hurt. So um, I think that's what it made it easy. And then so they gave me a form. The first thing they gave me was a form of ibuprofen and an IV, but fast. It works faster. And so it took the edge off, but I was still having some pain. And then um, my mom was, I'd calmed down a little bit, and my mom was telling me something, and I laughed. And when I laughed, it shooted everywhere. The pain just shot out into my body everywhere, and I screamed again. So she goes, okay, I guess we won't tell jokes for a while. So, so my pain was still aggravated. My pain was still beyond a 10. And because if when I came in, they ask you on a scale of 1 to 10 what's your pain. I was totally honest. I said about a 20 or 100, maybe even 200. She was like, wow, okay. So I said, it's beyond 10, man. It's way beyond 10. And um, so they gave me that ibuprofen. I mean, it took the edge off, but it did, like I said, it didn't get rid of the pain. So they decided to do a CT scan. So they took me to CT, which only took, what, 5-10 minutes, and we were done. And they found nothing. No fracture, nothing broken, nothing, sprained, nothing pulled, nothing, nothing. They found nothing. And I was a little bit upset because not that they didn't find anything, but that they only did one set of tests and that was it. And I thought they should have done like an MRI, CT scan, X-rays, maybe a bone test. And they didn't do any of that. He just did one test. They took me back to the treatment room because I still hadn't seen him. I saw the doctor, but I hadn't heard anything else. And they also drew blood after they got the IV in because the doctor wanted some blood work. So, so they drew some blood. They did the CT. Nothing there. No injury of any sort. Nothing looked out of the ordinary. Nothing looked wrong. Nothing. And so my mom said, "You're sure?" And he said, "Absolutely nothing's there." No, if he said, I'm as baffled as you. I expected with as much pain as I can see she's in for something to be fractured, for something to be broken, for something to be sprained or pulled. He said, there's nothing. So anyway, we're waiting to see what else to do. or what he's going to do. And so um, it took hours for him to come back and tell me anything. And when by the time he did, he said, "Well, I really truly think that since we didn't find anything, I think even though you're in a lot of pain, and I can help you with that part, you would do better, getting better at home than here and getting woke up several times a night and trying not to, get some rest." And he said, "I think you would do better getting recovering at home. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go home." Well, so we said, okay. And so he has me on Tylenol or codeine. He has me on antibiotic for infection. And then um, while this was happening, the same thing, or like just a day or two before all that happened, uh, I got an eye infection somehow, some way, and I never get eye infections of any kind. Have ever gotten eye, never ever. So, because my uh, aide during the day, she noticed that my eye was becoming real like gunky and just weird, and and it was like my eye was watering constantly. Well, by the time my mom had seen me, and because she took me to the ER, it was worse. It was all gunky, and my eye was watering, and she had to wipe junk out, and so she said, "Well, we'll definitely have that taken care of when we go to the ER too." And so she told him, she said, "I also think that she's got a bad eye infection. So if it looks like my eye is like wet or I've just been crying, I'm not crying right now, but it's the medicine that I had to put on for the infection." Um, so, and even with that, we told him that we thought I had an eye infection, and he goes, "Oh, that's an easy fix." And we agreed that that's the least of our, that's an easy fix. Well, he still wouldn't look at it. She'd mentioned it twice, and he still hadn't looked at it. And he never really did look at it. He just said when we got ready to go and got the papers together that he was going to send a prescription to my pharmacy for some eye drops. Well, we get there and we got my antibiotic. We got the pain pills. I had to wait 20 minutes or more just to get my eye drops because there was a line starting from in the store up to the pharmacy counter. And the guy in front of her was complaining, and so it took them a while to get him squared away and out of the way so they could get to their next customers. So it took my mom 20 minutes or more just to get my medicine. And here I am, because I think the medicine's wearing off from the ER. Um, I'm in pain again, and I just want to go home. I just want to lay down. But she comes out to tell me that it's going to be a little bit longer because she still has not got all the medicine. She said, "I got your pain pills and I did get your antibiotic, but I still, because they're dealing with a customer who's like having a hissy fit, so they're still dealing with him. So it's going to be 20 minutes before I get your eye drops, and we have to have those, or that won't go away." So here I am in the car texting and updating people that I'm fine, I'm going home, but the pain is still there, and I'm still in severe pain. So they just said, okay, we'll get some rest and take it easy. Finally, she comes out with my last, you know, medicine. So we get home, and okay, mind you, I was there. I left around before noon Saturday. I was there till about 7 or so. In between those times of coming and leaving, um, I never had pain on my left side the whole time. I get home and the whole left side of my neck is just giving me it. I mean, it was hurting, and it was hurting bad. I just didn't want to be touched. I didn't. She goes, "Where did?" She goes, "Well, why didn't you tell me over there?" And I said, "Because it wasn't doing it over there." And she even said it wasn't doing it over there. I said, "I know it wasn't." She goes, "I don't understand how it could be doing it now." I said, "I don't know unless it's the bumps in the road making it. From driving back and forth, I don't know, because I know I wasn't doing it there." And so she said, "I don't know." So my pain had got even worse by the time I got home. So my pain had now gone. Well, let me backtrack quite a bit. When this all started, I was having a lot of headaches like days before. And they were bad. They were headaches like I've never in my life had. They were bad headaches. I literally had to hide myself under my covers or go in a dark, 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 pitch dark room and just be in there to ease the pain. So I go, so I cover my eyes, I completely bury myself under the blankets, and it eases up quite a bit. And then it went from my head hurting real bad to the back pain starting to the neck hurting severely, just as much as the back and my head. So that's how, in the order of which everything happened. Um, so we have no idea. We have no idea how this started. We have no idea where it came from, how it could have possibly happened, what the cause was, how it even came about. We have no idea what caused this. We have no idea. None. None of us can think of any cause as to why this pain would be so excruciating. And I don't even know. My mom goes, "Do you remember maybe doing something?" And you do. I said, "No, I haven't done anything." I said, "Mom, the pain has been so bad, all I wanted to do was sleep. Because it seemed when I would sleep, the pain would stop. And it was so weird. When I was asleep, it would stop. But the moment I woke up, it would come shooting through again. And and it had no remorse on it either. It was it was taking vengeance on me. And so anyway, I got back by a little after 8 on Saturday from the ER. And he just told me, just take it easy, take all the medicines you usually take along with the codeine, um, and just try not to overdo things, try not to move around too much. So that's why I haven't been around. I had planned to, before all this happened, I planned to film, I planned to come let y'all know that I was okay because I was. I was okay. I was okay. I was doing fine, my normal self. And then within an instant, everything changed and I could hardly move. So I couldn't film because I could hardly move without screaming. Even the slightest movement made me scream. Um, so like I said, we still don't know what's going on. We have no idea where this came from. I am still having pain, but thanks to the codeine, if I take it on time or even try to take it a little bit early, um, I'm okay, and I'm okay to sleep. Um, if I'm trying to distract myself and I do get distracted, then yes, it starts up because I didn't realize and I let time go when it was past time to take my medicine. But thankfully, I haven't forgot because this pain is like, ugh. It still hurts. There's days where it still hurts bad. I can hardly move and I scream. I'm doing a little better lately. Um, Sunday and Monday, I did Saturday, no, Sunday I did good. Monday I did pretty good. Um, but there still are the days where it just doesn't care and it will still give me the pain it started in the first place. So, I may be MIA for quite a while, or I may do videos, but I'll have to limit how much time I film or how long I film when I do, because if I'm in one spot or standing, or I mean, not standing, but if I'm in one spot too long, it hurts. So, what I may just do, and I hate to do this to you all again, is just wait and just go back to filming when I feel much better and I'm not in pain at all. Um, because even with medications and stuff, I'm still trying to get better. My body's still trying to relax, and I'm still hurting. So until it recovers and the pain dies down quite a bit, and I can move better, I don't think I'll be able to film uh, much for you right now. The reason I'm doing it today is because I just wanted you to know what happened and why I haven't, uh, and the reason as to why I hadn't filmed for you all. But don't worry, as soon as this just goes away, I will be filming again. I will. I just can't right now. Um, because it takes a while to film, then to upload and edit and get it all done. So when I and after a while I'll start to hurt, and so I'd rather do it when I can film, you know, edit and upload with no problem and not have to take my time and just get it done and get it up for you guys. So that's what I pretty much am going to do. I'm just going to have to take a while again, guys. I'm sorry. And I feel really, really, really bad because I promised you all a lot more videos this year, and I promised you all that they would be as consistent as I could make them. But this just came out of nowhere. I mean, it literally, and my family can tell you, it came out of nowhere. Um, and besides, I'm only supposed to be doing so much at a time anyway because of the pain. So I won't be filming back to back for a while. So I'll just see you when I see you. Uh, I ask for your prayers and thoughts in helping me get better and get rid of this horrendous pain and help me get back to myself and just asking for prayers that this all goes away real soon, or that I find out, what it is, what's causing this. But I'm going to go ahead and go because I've got to rest. So you all have a good afternoon. And again, guys, I do apologize for all the absence that I've done, all the missing in action that has happened with me. But I can't help it. Things are happening out of nowhere lately, and my family doesn't even understand it. We don't know what's going on with this. So, but I promise, as soon as I get better and I'm myself and I'm not in pain, I will continue with what I usually do. So, like I said, y'all have a good afternoon. You take care, and I'll see you as soon as I can. All right? Bye bye.